Peace, family. This is Lions Den with another news and commentary. This article comes from WABC Channel 7 in New York. This story is really wild. St. Louis officer charged in Russian roulette style killing of a fellow cop. This is interesting. This is according to the Associated Press. A male St. Louis police officer was charged Friday with involuntary manslaughter in the shooting death of a female officer during what was described as a deadly game with a revolver. Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner announced a charge against Nathaniel Hendren, 29, in the death of 24-year-old Katlyn Alix, as they allegedly played a game in which a revolver cylinder was empty. One bullet pulled back, and two colleagues took turns pointing at each other and pulling the trigger. Alix was with two male officers at an apartment when she was killed just before 1 a.m. Thursday. A probable cause statement from police provided by Gardner's office offer a chilling account of the dangerous game that led to her death. The probable cause statement said Alix and Hendren was playing with guns when Hendren produced a revolver. The defendant emptied the cylinder of the revolver and then put one cartridge back into the cylinder, the statement said. He allegedly spun the cylinder, pointed the gun away, and pulled the trigger. The gun did not fire, the statement said. Alix took the gun, pointed at Hendren, and pulled the trigger. Again, it did not fire. Hendren took the gun back and pointed at the victim and pulled the trigger, causing the gun to discharge. The statement said the victim was struck in the chest. The other male officer told investigators he warned Hendren and Alix not to play with guns and reminded them they were police officers. He was about to leave when he heard the fatal shot, the statement said. The male officers drove Alix to the hospital where she died. Hendren also is charged with armed criminal action. The two men were on duty at the time of the shooting. Police Chief John Hayden has declined to answer questions about why the officers had gathered at the apartment, which was home to one of the men. St. Louis police said the charges were the result of a promise Hayden made to Alix's family to conduct a thorough and competent investigation. Alix, a military veteran who was married, was not working but met the men at the apartment. Police immediately launched an internal investigation and placed both officers on paid leave. Gardner also began her own investigation on Thursday and enlisted the Missouri State Highway Patrol to conduct it. Alix was a patrol officer who had graduated from the St. Louis Police Academy in January in 2017. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you see this story that police officers having fun, playing a game of Russia roulette, and a female officer lost her life because of it. I don't know if this is stupid or insane, but it shows, ladies and gentlemen, that you can't just using guns, especially if you're a police officer. That is extremely dangerous. And unfortunately, it costs a female police officer's life. Sometimes you cannot play games like that. Russia roulette is just a dangerous game as it is. And then, especially if you're on duty, you can't just play these games while you're on duty. And even if you off duty, you still can't do that, because you're supposed to be a police officer and you're exposed to be setting a perfect example of how you treat everybody else. So this story right here is really crazy. And even though the officers have been charged with killing a fellow officer's murder, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you can't play with people's lives all because y'all want to play a game like this. And then, once again, you guys are police officers and you doing this kind of craziness. And like I said, playing a game like this has consequences. And this is a major consequence. And it shows, and it goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot play a game while you have a badge on your chest. That's what I'm saying. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this article. Share this video. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Subscribe my reaction channel. And subscribe my Black Johnson channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.